Hello, hello. Love you, buddy. What's up, Otto? All good. Just a short live. Friday live. Still trying to sort out my hand, but I really hope it's getting a little bit better. Next week I agreed for the sparring with a Bogdan Stoika. Maybe some of you know this guy. So yeah, the best would be to search up in my channel because it's too long to explain. Depends how bad you feel. I try to recover all the time with a small movement. With a small movement, just getting that like static movement with a little bit pumping of the blood. Depends. Um, if the sparring is right, you're not supposed to actually have too long recovery. If the sparring is wrong and if you was in losing positions, then usually there is a pain. The pain comes when you are letting to stretch yourself out. That's the biggest issue usually, because even if somebody is, if you see that he is stronger and he is willing to pin you, you need to like support your hand and go with him, and even better give it away, because until somebody is opening you against your will, it's not good. It's always pain. It's always pain. They stretch your tendon, and it's gonna be always painful. Hello, buddy. Tomasz, thank you. Yeah, always stay close. Like it's better when you talk in the sparring. If you know that he will going for the pin, and if you can't hold him, basically you need to give him some resistance. Give him some resistance and go down sideways. Support your hand. Go sideways down together with him, but don't go other way. And if you know that he is stronger, you are going your side, and he is just still opening yourself up. 1, 2, 3 times, and you're gonna be really badly damaged. Definitely, you're gonna be out for 4 or 5 days. No, stupidly to fight them. Absolutely, you don't absolutely need it. If somebody is stronger than you, you need to use bands. Put big green band against around your hand, and all he needs then is just your palm, just to get that real grip. But if you are weaker, to try to fight him is absolutely useless. One of the biggest useless shits in arm wrestling. When the weaker guy is trying, he will go home. He will feel that, oh, I get some really good sparring, some good rounds. You will go home and you will lick your bruises, and you will be out for a week. So yeah, sparring needs to be good for both sides. Both sides needs to be happy. Hassan, you are idiot. Honestly, only gay is you, buddy. I'm deleting you from the chat. Stupid, so stupid people. What they actually forget here. Yeah, could be the reason. Definitely, that could be the reason. I have part as well for now already now. This is the fourth week or third week. Last sparring I injured my hand, so that's the only reason why. But next week I agree. Tomorrow is coming one guy, so we're gonna do just some working on angles, and we're gonna do light sparring. He's lighter. He's about 85 kg, so I will work with him in a light mode. And the next week I'm gonna go. Next week Thursday, I'm gonna go to the Bogdan Stoika, and I hope my hand will be enough already fresh, so I can already load him properly to help him prepare for his match against Nugo. He definitely needs some heavy people to load him. Yeah. Genetics are very important. Like I know people who is recovering in one night, and I know people who needs to recover after even not even a sparring session. They do just a workout. They do heavy workout in gym, and they need to recover for 10 days. I knew one Russian bodybuilder, weightlifter. He was doing only 2 workouts a month, and he found that this is the best system how to work, and this was the working for him best. So 2 workouts a month. So he was making 6-hour session, and then 2 weeks fully recovery. Injury, injury, little bit better. I'm putting now basically diclofenac as well. So that medicine itself is already painful. So I don't know is the pain from medicine or injury, but it's better. But I still haven't lowered my back pressure. Haven't even tried. Yeah, like sparring for beginner. Beginner definitely needs a lot of sparring, but depends how smart are those sparrings. Sparring, don't think that sparring in arm wrestling is always sparring like in a boxing that you are fighting. Sparring in arm wrestling can be actually with sparring for positioning. Sparring where you are working, for example, only in a defense, or sparring where you are working only for position on a ready go just to get position. You have to agree with your sparring partner when he is ready, when you are ready. Or is he ready for the hit? Is he ready for the side hit? Or he can apply only back? On so many difficult things what you need to be ready in the sparring. I know I won't call a sparring the place where you walk in. There is 25 people just trying to kill each other on the table. That's not sparring. I would go 100% only once a month, and then once a week you can go with someone you trust, just to talk and work on positioning. How you feel when I'm doing this? I will lift you up now. How do you feel like that? Okay, I'm gonna slowly go down now. Okay, I'm gonna hold you. That's sparring once a week, and then once a month you can just meet with 1 or 2 people who is not super stronger than you, who can match your power. They are healthy in that moment, and you are telling them, let's hit the ready go. Referee is showing you how to put the grip, how to put the strap, you get no proper grip, and there is a ready go. So you learn actually. You are not on a table that you don't know what you are doing. One second, I'll be back. There's so many different people. It's hard actually to now say who is wrong and who is right, because even the density of your bone, genetically, how is your tendon built? Some people have really fat tendons. Some people has a tiny ones like a strings. You can check it like here when you are put your hand there. Those are coming out first. What you can actually grab and check how. And then there is a biceps tendon which is coming here. Somebody said that Daniel Prokopchuk has this tendon, the size of my thumb is this biceps tendon. So it is genetic. There is lots of genetic stuff which actually is beneficial or actually bad for some of the sports. Of course, mindset is very important. Mindset is very important. You can't just set your goals and don't achieve them. If you set your goals just like and you don't achieve them, then something is absolutely wrong. You need to be smart enough to put the goals what you can achieve. You can't put, for example, let's say you are sitting on your bum, don't do any workout, and you say I'm going to be champion of the world. That doesn't work, definitely, but you need to understand where you are, where you're standing, and put the goal that actually to get champion of the shed, champion of the garage, champion of the village, then state, then maybe world. Not straight away. You build up your dream to become a world champion, and actually you are sitting in a shit. I don't have any diet. I eat everything I see. There is days when I don't want to eat, I don't eat. So I just do whatever I want. Yeah, discipline is my thing. Discipline is what makes me happy, because it makes you different. Whatever gonna happen, I'll be here and I'll be working out. Somebody will say they are sick, they are feeling bad. I will be here and I will get the hours in. I will just keep going because because I have my own goals, what I set myself up, and I'm pushing myself forward. I don't want to step back even for one step. So every year, every month, I just want to move forward. If I would start a step back, I would feel like I'm ill. So maybe this is part of my ADHD, because I just can't stop. When I'm stopping, even in my life, something is just on stop. For example, I have done everything. I have done my workout. I don't need to go anywhere. My wife is doing something and I'm in the middle of the room. And for example, there is 1 hour where I have nothing to do for 1 hour. I'm like straight away, I have a feeling that I'm dying. I all the time need some kind of plan. I can come to her. I said, listen, do you want to maybe watch a movie? Then I need some kind of entertainment. So it is interesting. It's hard, but as long as I understand what it is, because before I just thought that I'm just like fucking freak, but it's actually It's actually absolutely normal for ADHD that you all the time searching for some kind of dopamine spike. Yeah, exactly. Training is that which keeps me actually. Sometimes I understand that I'm coming here to my summer house, like gym, 3 times a day, until I feel that I am bored or I need to get the spike. I'm coming here, I'm taking some big weight and checking, yeah, I just lift more than that guy and that guy. Fuck them. They are world champions. No, I'm lifting more. I get my spike. It comes up. I'm happy after half an hour. I'm not happy no more. I'm not patient. I'm absolutely not patient. I told a story um, about I'm learning to be patient, but I'm not. I told the story about the bus when I was younger. When I was coming to the bus station, if the bus is not coming, I just look down the street. If the bus is not coming, I start to walk away. Hi, Ingus. I start to walk away. I go to the next stop. Even bus is gonna pass me by in that moment. I don't give a fuck if it's not coming, and people say it's gonna be in 3 minutes. No, I'm not going there. I'm not waiting. I'm just going. Ingus, thank you for the birthday wishes. I'm too young to be a legend. I still need to do loads of things to be called for a legend, but that sounds really nice. I have to be honest. That sounds really cool. Uh, what we're gonna take? Need to do some small blood work. Uh-huh. Let's do this one. What's your favorite lift? Oh, I have 2 lifts. What I'm lifting? I'm lifting one. So at the moment, my most dominant lift was actually rotation. But usually I was doing lift from the ground in my angle, in my fighting angle. For many years, it was my actually riser lift because I can lift a lot. So the last I lifted was 54 kilograms over the riser. So that's quite a lot. So yeah, I believe the riser is actually is my favorite lift. I know if I would spend time and I don't train riser, it's like interesting, really interesting. I don't train riser. I just work out, and if riser is working there, it's working. But then suddenly I start to check it on the lift, and like every 2 3 months it's just getting stronger and stronger. So basically I am training it. But then I thought that if I will start to train riser separately, how strong my riser actually can become. But the days and the hours are too short. I don't have a time for everything. Because at the moment, riser and rotation. Of course, rotation now, before I didn't have any side pressure. So side pressure, actually I started to train only about a year ago. So my rotation was big, but the side pressure wasn't. So I was able to rotate, but I was staying in the center. So now when I have a side pressure, it's really strong movement because my back pressure is good. So I take you sideways and I'm all the time rotating over the top. So now actually I can see those benefits of all these years working on every single aspect. So I can now combine them together, and then I can see it. So sometimes I just combine 2, back pressure and side pressure. If my opponent is still strong enough, I add back pressure, side pressure, and I start to lift him up and rotate over the top. Or sometimes I can start pushing down here on the supination, so actually to attack his pronator more. But again, if you don't have that basics, that long years of the basics that you actually can switch there, up, down, it's hard. It's hard to fight in a high level, for example, just with a one style. It's really hard. What do you mean is updrive? What do you mean? This woman? What do you mean is updrive? Yeah, yeah, explain me. Just tell me, what do you mean with that? Is that some kind of move I showed? Going up. Just explain. You like uppercut? It's a different. I don't. You know, I can do it because I have a back. I have a. Um, so, look, that's why if I have that strong riser, yeah, I can actually use it. So on the ready go, I would need to put my hand almost vertically, and on the ready go, I'm hitting, actually up, hitting up and engaging all my body weight and I'm falling backwards. It's really effective. I don't use it, but I could use it because I have a strong riser. In my fight style, what I'm doing, I'm rotating down. I actually don't need a strong riser, but I have it strong, so I might start to actually master this hit as well because it's really really strong. And then I need to train my back pressure differently under the angle and lift the weight under angle from the ground. Now I'm pulling it backwards towards myself. So yeah, that's different. That is that back pressure. What I'm telling that you are using your angle, your elbow as a swinging point, where your body is swinging. You are using, pushing your elbow in and going backwards. That's back pressure. What is, for example, using Hermes Gasparini. Yeah, but I just want to add a little bit about those genetics. As I told before, my wife is a therapist and she is trauma specialist who is working with a kids childhood trauma and how that trauma is affecting our lives and whatever all that stuff. Yeah, so I had a trauma because I showed video where I have this Poland syndrome. I was walking around the school, always start hiding my body because I had that missing chest. So, and that trauma is actually made me in one moment. Um, I needed to build myself a muscle to feel myself confident, and I started to train because if I wouldn't have that trauma, I might not train at all. So I understood that I need to compensate that somehow because one day I will take my t-shirt off, and if somebody will laugh, then I will punch him in the face. That was when I was a kid. That's what how I saw it. Actually, why I started to train to become stronger. But now it came already out in the sport. So the trauma is that very important in our life. It actually can be, sadly, but it can be very beneficial. Yeah, my parents as well. I have really bad experience. My parents left me and my brother when I was 2. I have a twin brother, and we've been left with the grandparents, and then we've been split for about 10 years. We was living in a different part of Latvia, and they just built separately. My mom built a new life, and my dad built a new life. So it was a really hard time, and yeah, I have a twin brother, and yeah, and it was hard time, and then I have very bad experiences about many. I could tell you they're sitting here week and tell you the stories, but it's just even become a person, become a man way earlier, even without the dad, because dad role in the son's life is really important, but I never had it. So all bad experiences what dad should supposed to pull you off, I actually experienced on my own skin, all of it. Trust me, absolutely everything. So it's actually big percentage actually not to live till the 30 or 40 if you are experiencing loads of stuff what you're not supposed to. And yeah, of course you search it for the father figure. I still do it. And I gave so many credits to my dad, and I tried to fix it, but he even tried to kill my brother with the scissors when he was drunk. So I was searching my father figure in every grown man, in everyone. What I met in my life, I was working as a chef, and there was, for example, some owner of the pub. I always was friendly with older man, and seeking for the. I was talking with Ingus today as well that lack of love. I didn't have any love when I was a kid. I grew up absolutely with no love and in huge stress. I remember when I was a kid, I was sitting on a window when it was snowing outside, and I wasn't sleeping for nights. In the night, actually, I was alone sitting on the window and just watching the snow coming down, and in such a stress that I couldn't sleep. For years, I was sleeping really less, and the lack of love is making me a people pleaser, which is really bad because I was trying, like, you can't even imagine what we are doing to please people to get the this fake love. This is my love, my kind of love. Is people pleasing when they say, "Otto, you are so great, you are so strong. Thank you, you did this." I was giving my clothes away to the people I don't know. I was giving last what I have to the people I don't know, just to get this kind of that I'm good. And I was lifting whatever somebody needs to lift. Can you bring this up to the fifth floor? Yeah, I was taking some super heavy weight and working for free, just to get this kind of compliments. And it is what it is. So people pleasing is a big problem, and my wife is always telling me that you need to deal with that, because I even told to my new clients sometimes, so you are very happy to get me in the project, because trust me, if you're going to tell me something good, I will do something for free for you, definitely. And it is what it is. It's just and again we come back to the trauma. Trauma is what is making us what we are now. So, but I don't think I wouldn't change anything. Yeah, if you would say me, of course I wouldn't. Don't want to be again in the situations where I was, but would I change something? I don't know. But I'm still suffering. Of course, I'm still suffering. I still have a dreams very often, like once or twice a week. I got the dreams where I am with my godmother somewhere, and I can't get out, so I can't find a home or some kind of bullshit. So it's and I'm 40. Today is my birthday. I'm 40 today, but It's I still have dreams about the childhood, so it's and I'm dealing with that. So I absolutely quit drinking about 6 years already now. 2018, I quit drinking at all because I had a crazy hangovers and I didn't enjoy it no more. But like I said, all other stuff is still there. It's still there, and actually, it's gonna be always with me. It's just I just can learn to control it. There was 20 people on the chat, and until we started to talk about the mental health, there's only 9. Yeah, of course, it's forming us, but for me, it's easy because my wife explained me 99% of the everything. So even ADHD is why because in the basically we have missing parts of some kind of stages of our when we become a person. For example, where we was needing a safe environment, we was in stress. Where we was seeking for love, there was stress. So if we got those gaps, we are filling them differently now. So where we need to be, for example, serious, I can laugh in a funeral, for example. So because we don't know how to act. So for example, I don't know how to be super nice. For example, I know that I supposed to play with my son more, but I can't push myself. I believe I'm really good dad, but sometimes I'm looking the videos how other dads are playing with the kids, and I think, oh fuck. So I think I am bad, but I'm not actually not. I just don't know how to do it. Yeah, the war again. War is the next step. It's a trauma ever. It's a trauma again. But I believe it's really bad for them who actually haven't solved the childhood trauma, and they are already traumatized again. And then they come back, and it's really hard to put your head in the right place, because these days the medicine is working absolutely wrong. Even the therapists are actually bringing your sad stuff up, making you cry. After that, they are calming you down with their methods really nicely. You feel already, wow, that's nice. Actually, he just made you sad because he asked you to talk about your trauma, about some kind of accident in your childhood. And then he calms you down and he gives you motivation for 10 days, for example. And after 10 days, he said, you come back to me and you're going to pay me another $200. And then you understand that you are coming there already 10 years. But this is not how psychotherapy is supposed to work. They're supposed to work absolutely differently. They need to sort out your problem together with you, and you never see them again. Because in these days, they want to see you. 10 years, I have, like, even in the movies we see that I have my therapist. So 20 years I'm going to my therapist. 20 years, you, like idiot, you are making somebody rich. And you are actually all the time traumatized. You are not healed at all. You are still there. They just give you that little piece of bread for the 7 days. and then motivation speech runs out, and you feel sad again, and you already Friday you feel like you can't even walk out from your home. You are like under anxiety. You need your pills. You need your motivation speech. You go back. Sadly, but this is how now people are trying to make money. It's just I know how other way works. That's why I can talk about that loudly. One second. One second. I need to charge. What's your tip for someone that want to walk in me? You need to put the boundaries because you can't seek the love. It's just a seeking of love because it's a habit. You actually have the love now from, for example, wife or your kids, but that coping mechanism, how we was doing that, is so strong that we, as a ADHD patients, we need spikes. We are living only on those dopamine spikes, and every good word what somebody will tell you is giving you the spike. All day you are spending to actually find a spike somewhere. For example, even for me, I know that I'm gonna have a food in 2 hours. That's already a spike for me, something good. After that, I know that I'm gonna watch video with a fight. Who won yesterday? It's another spike. And then I'm gonna call someone. I'm gonna tell him that I did that, and I'm gonna get from him some kind of good. That's a spike again. So we are all the time moving all day from one spike to other. But actually, it's really bad because those spikes are wearing our mentally out us absolutely. It's really stressful actually, and it's really burning us out, those dopamine spikes. So yeah, my wife would tell you better how to deal with that because I don't think I'm that kind of professional. I can just talk about that, but Levan versus Fogelmans, do you think so? I'm too small. I'm too small for Levan, but maybe Levan's son, if he gonna be, when he gonna be 12 years old, then I can fight him. Levan is too big, just too big. I believe I can fight definitely smaller guys from the super heavyweights, but not Levan. Like I told you guys, next week I'm gonna Farid Usmanov. I have pulled Farid Usmanov about 1,000 times. We was training together. So next week Thursday I'm going to the Bogdan Stoik, and then I'm gonna make video. I'm gonna show you training with him. Could we ever see you on East versus West? Listen, I'll tell you that if I will win next super fight, and then one after, which is gonna be already for a belt, I will push myself forward. If I will see that numbers, what I'm doing is going still up, I will push myself forward to be there. Only if I will see that actually the power still rises, even the numbers are so big, I will heal this one. If I can beat those numbers, I know that I can easily fight against anyone on a 105 kilograms class in East versus West, easily. But if those numbers are gonna stuck, I will wait until they will move, because I know if I will add 10-15%, I can handle, in a power-wise, anyone. Then it's already about mental, about ready, go, but I will push myself forward. I will push myself definitely forward if I will see that this is possible. I'm really realistic. I don't want to tell myself, listen, you're gonna be champion of the world if I don't even want it. Yeah, all dreams, if they are real, really good dreams, they come true. So everything is possible. Honestly, I have found that in my life that everything is possible. The craziest ideas what I have thought in my life have become true. So absolutely everything is possible, and this is not nothing. This is nothing not possible. Basically, next week I'm gonna already spar with a guy who is pulling there. So I'm gonna already touch the people who is pulling there. So look, it's the same. There was saying that if you're gonna hang around the barber shop, eventually one day you're gonna get cut. Are you in a Mindaugas club? That's cool. In which Mindau? In Mindaugas Tarasaitis? Your your guys was visiting me in Turkey. Peter and what was his other name? Peter and Mariusz. Yeah, Peter and Mariusz was in Turkey. That was really cool time. Yeah, yeah. I met Peter now in Switzerland when I was in Switzerland. Yeah, that was cool time. We made them a T-shirt when I lived in Turkey. Yeah, that was really cool moment. Yeah, I really want to meet. I want to pull Mindaugas just for the sparring. I would love to visit you. Like last week, I was sitting at home and I told my wife I definitely want visit those guys, that club, because I really like Mindaugas how he is thinking, and he's really close to my understanding about training and about because I used to top row for 8 years, so I really think that I would enjoy the practice session there. Yeah, Mariusz was stronger than Peter. Peter wasn't that strong actually when they was in Turkey. Look how small is world, yeah. So yeah, when they visit me, then they was just starting pullers. Like I was pulling both of them. Couple days we was having a sparrings together. How is Marius doing? He was really. I thought he got good potential in the future. So I hope he achieved something already. Definitely need to come around. Yeah, I exactly today I found video where I'm pulling Marius. Like I was watching that video literally like hour ago. When this will heal, we're gonna find. I'm arm wrestling for about 12 years. 12 years, yeah. I don't think it's too far. I believe I can get there in 2 hours. Ingus, are you still there? When are we gonna go to Denmark, Ingus? We need to go to Denmark, Ingus, to the Copenhagen. Is it Copenhagen club? We definitely will come and visit you guys. Philip Larsson also come regular. I think he was there last time at least. So yeah, I definitely need to visit you. We'll get my hand healthy and then we're gonna come to you. There's no point to go with injured hand, but I believe it will heal. It will heal. Okay, guys, I promised my wife that I won't stay long here sitting there. I just came out actually just to did I miss or you miss my message of forced enemies position? Sorry, I don't understand the question. I can tell you straight away. Maybe we'll catch up on this one next time. Sorry, guys. I promised my wife that I'm gonna be back soon. So thank you for everyone who just pop in and said hello. Have a good evening or day or morning, whatever you are doing. I really appreciate your time. All the best. Inga, see you tomorrow. We're gonna have a really good food time tomorrow. Love you all. Bye bye, guys.